What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another one. Once again, this is Dex Views, and I'm with the lovely Danny G.
Hello, everybody. How you doing?
At this point, I feel like you guys are testing us when it comes to asking us to react to some of George stand-ups
Uh-oh.
because I'm telling you, as much as I love him, they do make me nervous because he really hits with what he's saying,
Yeah.
right? And I know a lot of people feel indifferent to some of the stuff, religion and all these things. People have their own beliefs in all of these things, right? So I do know that some people may not find the same humor into it. Again, we like to have an open mind, and I know you guys normally stay to the end of our videos to hear our thoughts and how we feel about these things. And today's video is not going to be anything different. But this topic, oh
Uh-oh.
man, abortion.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't even want to say much. I'm going to
Well,
let George speak and I'm going to get into it. Are you ready?
I
I hope I
guess.
find the right video. I really do.
But let's get back to this abortion shit. Now,
Right into it.
Goodness.
is a fetus a human being? This seems to be the central question. Well, if a fetus is a human being, how come the census doesn't count them? If a fetus is a human being, how come when there's a miscarriage, they don't have a funeral? If a fetus is a human being, how come people say we have 2 children and 1 on the way instead of saying we have 3 children? People say life begins at conception. I say life began about 1 billion years ago, and it's a continuous process. Continuous, just keeps rolling along. Rolling, rolling, rolling along. I say, you know something? Listen, you can go back further than that. What about the carbon atoms? Huh? Human life could not exist without carbon. So is it just possible that maybe we shouldn't be burning all this coal? Just looking for a little consistency here in these anti-abortion arguments. See, the really hardcore people will tell you life begins at fertilization. Fertilization when the sperm fertilizes the egg, which is usually a few moments after the man says, gee, honey, I was going to pull out, but the phone rang and it startled me. Fertilization. But even after the egg is fertilized, it's still 6 or 7 days before it reaches the uterus and pregnancy begins. And not every egg makes it that far. 80% of a woman's fertilized eggs are rinsed and flushed out of her body once a month during those delightful few days she has. They wind up on sanitary napkins, and yet they are fertilized eggs. So basically what these anti-abortion people are telling us is that any woman who's had more than 1 period is a serial killer.
Oh my God.
Consistency. Consistency. Hey, if they really want to get serious, what about all the sperm that are wasted when the state executes a condemned man and one of these pro-life guys who's watching comes in his pants, huh? Here's a guy standing over there with his jockey shorts full of little Vinnies and Debbies, and nobody's saying a word to that guy. Not every ejaculation deserves a name.
Oh my God.
Now,
Oh my God.
speaking of consistency,
I had to pause it just because of that one moment that the guy was like, yeah.
Catholics, which I was until I reached the age of reason,
Wow.
Catholics,
Like a lot of people.
Catholics and other Christians are against abortions and they're against homosexuals. Well, who has less abortions than homosexuals? Leave these fucking people alone, for Christ's sakes. Here is an entire class of people guaranteed never to have an abortion. And the Catholics and Christians are just tossing them aside. You'd think they'd make natural allies. Go look for consistency in religion. And speaking of my friends, the Catholics, when John Cardinal O'Connor of New York and some of these other cardinals and bishops have experienced their first pregnancies and their first labor pains and they've raised a couple of children on minimum wage, then I'll be glad to hear what they have to say about abortion. I'm sure it'll be interesting. Enlightening, too. But In the meantime, what they ought to be doing is telling these priests who took a vow of chastity to keep their hands off the altar boys. Keep your hands to yourself, Father. You know? When Jesus said, "Suffer the little children, come unto me," that's not what he was talking about.
Certainly not.
So you know what I tell these anti-abortion people? I say, hey, if you think a fetus is more important than a woman, try getting a fetus to wash the shit stains out of your underwear. For no pay and no pension. I tell them, think of an abortion as term limits. That's all it is. Biological term limits. But you know, the longer you listen to this abortion debate, the more you hear this phrase, sanctity of life. You've heard that, sanctity of life. You believe in it? Personally, I think it's a bunch of shit. Well, I mean, life is sacred? Who said so? God? Hey, if you read history, you realize that God is one of the leading causes of death. Has been for thousands of years.
And reproduction.
Hindus, Muslims, Jews, Christians, all taking turns killing each other because God told them it was a good idea. The sword of God, the blood of the Lamb, vengeance is mine. Millions of dead motherfuckers. Millions of dead motherfuckers, all because they gave the wrong answer to the God question. You believe in God? No. Dead. You believe in God? Yes. You believe in my God? No. Dead. My God has a bigger dick than your God. Thousands of years, and all the best wars, too. The bloodiest, most brutal wars fought, all based on religious hatred, which is fine with me. Hey, anytime a bunch of holy people want to kill each other, I'm a happy guy. But don't be giving me all this shit about the sanctity of life. I mean, even if there were such a thing, I don't think it's something you can blame on God. Now, you know where the sanctity of life came from? We made it up. You know why? Because we're alive. Self-interest. Living people have a strong interest in promoting the idea that somehow life is sacred. You don't see Abbott and Costello running around talking about this shit, do you? We're not hearing a whole lot from Mussolini on the subject. What's the latest from JFK? Not a goddamn thing. Because JFK, Mussolini, and Abbott and Costello are fucking dead. They're fucking dead. And dead people give less than a shit about the sanctity of life. Only living people care about it, so the whole thing grows out of a completely biased point of view. It's a self-serving, man-made bullshit story. It's one of these things we tell ourselves so we'll feel noble. Life is sacred. Makes you feel noble. Well, let me ask you this. If everything that ever lived is dead, and everything alive is gonna die, where does the sacred part come in? I'm having trouble with that. Because, I mean, even with this stuff we preach about the sanctity of life, we don't practice it. We don't practice it. Look at what we kill. Mosquitoes and flies, because they're pests. Lions and tigers, because it's fun. Chickens and pigs, because we're hungry. Pheasants and quails, because it's fun. And we're hungry. And people, we kill people. Because they're pests. And it's fun. And you might have noticed something else. The sanctity of life doesn't seem to apply to cancer cells, does it? You rarely see a bumper sticker that says, "Save the tumors." Or "I break for advanced melanoma." Ah, viruses, mold, mildew, maggots, fungus, weeds, E. coli bacteria, the crabs. Nothing sacred about those things. So at best, the sanctity of life is kind of a selective thing. We get to choose which forms of life we feel are sacred, and we get to kill the rest. Pretty neat deal, huh? You know how we got it? We made the whole fucking thing up. Made it up. The same way. Thank you.
Oh my
Right. I
goodness.
didn't hear the last part. Like, it was an audience member. He said something, and then
Mm.
George said thank you. I wish I could have heard it.
This is a it's a sticky topic.
That's why I said what I said.
This is a touchy.
I would never get tired of saying this.
Mhm,
You may agree or disagree
mhm,
with what he is saying. However, the way that he breaks it down,
mhm.
the way that he's bringing it up to light, it makes you be like,
It makes you think.
yeah,
And when he puts it the way that he puts it,
yeah,
you can't help yourself but like, yeah, that kind of makes sense, you know?
if you have common sense,
Yeah, if you're willing to think
yeah,
outside the box and not just, feel like you want to hold everything, then you will definitely be able to look into what he's saying, regardless if you agree with him.
yeah,
Because the one thing he's not wrong about, like I said, like, I do believe in God. That's my belief, right?
mm-hmm,
Everybody may not share the same belief, which is fine.
right.
But he's not lying when he says religion is the cause of a lot of debts. It's been known for years that that's the case, right? People use God to do their deeds. I always say that. They use the name of God to carry out their manner of evil or what they want to do, and then trying to
Whatever
say
they
is
made
God's,
up.
yeah, whatever they make up. Just like what he's saying, like
Exactly.
you guys make all these things up and then trying to use this and that and that and that.
As an excuse, yeah.
Yeah, as an excuse. The abortion topic. Now there's a lot of people who believes in it. There's a lot of people who don't, right? There's a lot of females who says my body, my choice, and then there's a lot of like conservative or Christians, like he says, will say, hey, it's an unborn child. The fetus is a child. You should have it. My take on that is this. You guys are probably gonna kill me in the
Oh
comment
my God.
section. I'm sorry. Don't kill me, please. But my take on it is this, right? There's scenarios and circumstances that I use
Okay.
to say, all right, you could give a pass for this or understand this. For example, circumstances of incest rape,
Yeah.
right? If the female doesn't feel like they want to carry that child because of such, I can say like, hey, yeah, because now you have an emotional aspect that's gonna carry with that where she's gonna feel hatred towards the kid because the kid may remind her
Of
of
something
something
traumatic.
horrific that happens to her,
Yeah.
right? So in the early stages she discovers it, then boom, and she wants to get rid of it. You can look at it and be like, damn, I completely understand where you're coming from,
Yeah.
right? Even if you don't agree with it, you can at least look and be like, I understand where you're coming
Yeah,
from.
100%.
Yeah. The other scenario is consensual. If it's consensual, if you guys
Consensual.
sensual, yeah, you guys agreed on excuse the accent, guys, I'm sorry. If you guys agree on, okay, we lay together
Yeah.
and this happens, right? Now, me as a man, personally, if you want to abort the child and I want a child, even though it's your body and whatnot, I wouldn't want you to. I'd rather you have the child and give it to me, and I'll raise the child, right? But then again, you're going to be the one the mother is going to be the one to carry the child.
Yeah.
Maybe she doesn't want to, but if there can be a conversation where we
An
can an
understanding.
understanding like,
Yeah.
hey, I know you don't want this, I will be the one to take care of it. In those cases that you can see. So I just think that there's a lot of it that comes down to it is just understanding and looking into certain things and just have a whole different perspective on it. Just try to understand and hear somebody out and see where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Don't kill me, guys, because I
So,
didn't lean one way or the other. Don't kill me. That's just my belief. Yeah.
as a woman, um, I think I stand in the middle. Like, I am okay when it happens, if that's what they want,
Mm-hmm.
up until certain time frame. And then after a certain time frame, then I think that it
Shouldn't.
shouldn't happen. But that's just my belief, that's just my opinion, and
Mm.
that's what I'm gonna stand by. Um, yes, at the beginning, there's a lot of people that say that, oh, it's just a clump
Fetus.
of cells,
Yeah.
blah, 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 all of this. And yes, you're right. But then just one more week, one more day, one more month,
Hmm.
then it does become
Yeah.
a human.
Yeah.
And that's the part where I'm like, okay, then no. So this is so tricky. This is so
Like
complicated. This
it
is
is.
like I'm just like in between.
Yeah.
Um, if you do it within the right time frame,
Hmm.
by all means, if that's what you want, but then you cannot wait until you're almost,
Yeah. Too late.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Don't push
then
it. Hmm.
that's completely different. At that time, that is, in my opinion, again, my take, my view, me. That is, you're committing
Yeah.
a crime. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, at
It
this
like I
point, I'm
said,
gonna take it. Give it to me.
it
I'm ready for it.
it's a tricky, like I said, it's a touchy topic. Because
It
obviously,
is.
a few years ago it was a big deal with
Oh, yeah.
the Supreme Court and all these things and what they wanted to sign off on. So it was a huge thing. I try not to get into much of these. But man, you guys are asking for all the, and George is just someone who's just not afraid of nothing. He just
Nothing.
says it and it is what it is.
Maybe more people should have George perspective.
Yeah.
Just say what you want to say how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever wants to be offended by it, so be it.
Yeah.
That is your opinion. Everybody is entitled to have their own opinion
True.
at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, you're not free from consequences, though.
True. Which is the part that makes you try to
Kind of
like,
withheld
yeah.
saying certain things, which makes sense. But hey, listen, hey, not all ejaculation
Oh my
needs a
God,
name,
stop.
okay?
I guess every month, you know.
Hey, you're a committed thing every month. You are committing that every month. All right, guys, enough. All right, guys. Thanks for staying up with us. If you like our reaction, please like, share, subscribe. She's laughing, so she can't say anything. Let us know what you think in the comment section.
Be kind.
Stay focused. Until next time, peace.